people are right. Things are more expensive. They usually are better quality. Usually.
Yes, you have to be conscious of what you're buying.
You be
knowing the product and
yes,
the brand name or whatever.
Yes,
if it's quality. But
yes.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to realize that because I was always been cheap because I didn't have any money when I grew up as a kid. Our parents were poor and broke, so I was always scared of.
I said, "Who are you to tell me what to do? You don't know me."
Yeah.
I said, "You don't even know my name."
I agree.
Right? And then when he came over, because I have a nice car now, so when he's talking to me, and then I got to wrap it up, but my story's way too long. But anyway,
it is.
So when he's talking to me, apologizing, he goes, "Yeah, I know you're not looking for any trouble because you're in this nice car." And
now, why did he mention that? I don't want anybody like that different in my life. Like if I get another woman, I don't know if they're gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? And
it's gonna be different.
The thing is, you allow me to be free, and I think most people just want to be free in a relationship, free to have fun, and just go out and enjoy life. And you give me that, so thank you.
Okay.
Well, don't die or get hurt.
No problem.
Or nothing like that, please.
All right, go now.
Get out of there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh!
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my wife and co-host, Natalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. All right, Natalie, let's go. Let's go. Saturday.
Where are we going, Ian?
Hey, we haven't done a recording in 4 weeks. And it's all your fault because every time I ask you, you have something to do.
It's always my fault, right?
Yeah, don't look at me like you're crazy.
Especially when someone's out of town for 5 days. It's
not me.
That's okay.
I was trying to do it before I left, but you were busy.
Someone was out of town again another 2 or 3 days. So.
Yeah, but I was trying to do it before I left the first time too. I always try to get you to do the recordings before I leave town so you can just do them because I know you're super busy. So, and you know they don't take long.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, everybody, Natalie and I have been really busy since our last recording. I just got back from a business trip to New Orleans, the Big Easy.
Wasn't that your first visit to New Orleans?
No, I went there. I went there when I was in college, like 2 or 3
right.
times.
I forgot you went to Mardi Gras and stuff.
But it's not the same thing. Mardi Gras is just Mardi Gras.
No, I've never been.
You should not go to New Orleans just for Mardi Gras because that experience is going to be totally different than going there when Mardi Gras is not happening. You should go there when Mardi Gras is not happening to get like the real sense of the city. So I went there recently for IEEE meeting for engineers all over the country, the world. They meet at a conference. So that was my first time after Katrina. I think going back to the city. So it was a good experience, I would say. I had a really good time there.
You must have. I didn't hear from you much all week.
Well, during the day we were working the conference floor.
I know, but in the evenings I'd get these
random texts.
When I would ask like, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm out. Oh, I'm partying. I am." I don't even think your kids talked to you all week.
They did not.
And I talked to you, I think, once.
Not one time. But I had to make sure to text you to make sure to let you know I'm alive. Because I know you told me that, Ian, make sure you text me and let you know. So I had to.
Well, I didn't care as much because you were with other people. So
yeah, I wasn't by myself.
If you died or something, like somebody would have called. So I wasn't that worried that I didn't hear from you.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really worry about hearing from you because you were with other people.
Oh,
it
wasn't like I was by myself traveling for days at a time.
Right, you were with other people.
I didn't even think about that. That's probably why you didn't care that much to hear from me.
That's why I didn't bother with you.
Oh, I thought you cared. Oh, I didn't know that's what it was.
I care kinda.
Damn.
But you're out. I know how it is when you're off and and if you're with other people and then you're and it's a fun time and you even at a conference, even though it's like a business thing, there's still fun. And you still meet people, and especially into the evenings when everybody gets a little looser and have their drinks and it can be a fun time. So I didn't care. My concern when you got to town is that I don't hear from you. I don't know where you are. Ian leaves town.
If I'm by myself, I tend to do that.
You will travel for work.
Yeah.
Not tell me what hotel you're going to.
It's bad.
Not call.
It's bad.
Not text.
I don't even think about it.
And I'm just like, I don't know where I thought about one day. I was like, you know what? And we did this for a while that you would do this, but you don't travel very often.
No,
for work.
And I didn't even think. I don't even. You know what? Until Natalie brought that up to me, I never even thought nothing about it. I was like, oh, you know what? I never thought about that. But you're right. If anything does happen, you wouldn't even know where I'm at.
Nope.
Where the last place I went or what time I left and arrived. You know what? So now Every time I travel now, I say, hey, I'm here at this hotel. Here's the address. And but I think Nally didn't care as much this time because I was with a group of people, like 7 or 8 people.
Yeah,
so
I didn't.
at every single time of the day, I was with a group of people somewhere. At least 2 or 3 people I was with. So I was never by myself the entire time.
And you were at a shared space, like you all were. You were in a house with other people.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't bother with it.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't think about that. Okay, well.
Yes, that's why I didn't harass you. I don't harass you just because I'm like, oh, Ian hasn't called me. Oh, he forgot about. No, it's mostly because of like safety. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm busy. I got my own life. I ain't got time to worry about you. But if you go out of town, do your thing.
But I have to tell you, Natalie, I haven't. I don't remember the last time we went out together and had fun. Like dancing.
It's been over 3-4 years because of COVID.
Yeah, the stupid ass COVID. But yeah, this COVID kind of messed things up. But I didn't realize the first night I was there, I didn't do anything. But the second night, I didn't want to go out. The second, I just wanted to go. I realize in life, once you start getting to a place in life where you have a family, or even if you don't, but you start getting comfortable and older, you just want to chill out and not do anything. Just chill out and be by yourself. And that's what I wanted to do. And this client's like, hey, come meet me here. And I didn't want to go until my colleague said, let's go. I'm like, I don't want to go. I just want to sit here. But I actually forced myself to get up and go out and meet people, at the place. And I ended up having a really good time. I mean, I've never had this much fun, I think, almost my entire life since I was in college. I think I've never had this much fun. I had so much fun.
I kind of messed up.
It felt so.
I feel a little hurt by that.
Oh, you can be hurt as much as you want. I felt so. But I wanted you there, but you couldn't be there. But it just so happens that this time with these people, his colleagues and the clients, it just so happens we're together in this bar and we're just having fun. I've never had that much fun in a long time. It was weird. I'm singing Alice in Chains song with this dude I don't even know. They're all engineers, by the way. But but the whole point is that everybody was just enjoying themselves. You could tell they were enjoying themselves because when you're at the conference, you're just working, trying to meet people all day, so you have to unwind, and that's what it is. But I had such a good time. I couldn't believe it. Even the next day when my head was hurting, I'm like, it was worth it. I had a good time. I loved it. I truly enjoyed myself when I was there.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you had a good time. I was here having a rough week, but I survived.
Kids. I know. I always feel bad leaving because I know the kids are going to give you hell when I'm gone.
That's okay.
But I
don't let them get to me.
You told me what you didn't know, and I started laughing.
That's right. Don't care. So yes, but yeah, I mean the kids weren't that bad. It's just normal stuff. I just had a lot of other things going on.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But that was my experience in a nutshell. What about you? I heard you had an experience with a neighbor when I was gone, or right when I was leaving. You had something happen.
Man, my mom's crazy. Well, I guess I'm gonna call him crazy.
Go ahead and say it. Say it.
I don't know. He's always been extra. Like he doesn't like.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't talk. Like everyone on my mom's streets always. I grew up. My parents live in the same house where I grew up. Mm-hmm. And they've always been nice, and they've been cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody's always been cool. I used to run the street. I ran the neighborhood and everything.
Yes.
So I've been driving down. My mom lives on like a T.
Oh, boy.
So you drive down the road, and her house, you come to a stop sign, and her house is dead in front of the stop sign. So I've been driving down this road for over 30 years because I've been driving, since I was 16 or whatever.
Oh, yes.
And so I know the road.
Yep.
So I drive down the street, and I make sure I drive slow because there's always kids around and stuff. So I'm driving the speed limit like 20 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. That's the speed limit for the neighborhood. I get to the T right in front of her house, and I make a little curve, but I don't make a full stop because no one makes a full stop.
Even though there's a stop sign there, no one makes a full stop. No one ever makes a stop.
It's in the back of the neighborhood.
Yeah, no one
so there's
ever.
Not tons of traffic.
There's no police or anything back here. No one ever stops.
Not a full stop.
A full stop at the stop sign. Ever.
No.
Ever.
No, I've been there over 30 years.
Yeah, no one. Uh-oh.
So
here we go.
So I make my little, I slow down at the stop sign, make sure nothing's coming, there's no kids, but I don't stop. I just slow down.
Okay.
And then I do a little curve, like a U-turn.
Yeah. I do the same thing.
I park parallel to the house.
Yeah.
So I park and I got my music on. I'm booming because I've come to find out that I love music and music brings me joy. So I feel good when my music is
Natalie,
on. And I have a good sound
when
system.
When Natalie comes home, all you hear is doom, 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 doom in the house. Natalie's booming in her car, so I know she's home.
I like my music. It makes me feel good.
There's nothing wrong with that. I love you.
I listen to
Keep doing it. Turn it up.
Stuff, new stuff,
Turn
whatever.
it up.
So I'm booming. I got my sunroof open, but the windows are up. I always have the sunroof open, windows up. So I pull in and I see this man, like the neighbor, who never talks to us.
No, he never does. I don't think he's ever said one word.
Never spoke to my brother or my dad. I don't think. My brother said he said things to him a couple times, but he's like, I don't know about that dude. So I spoke to him just once. Like he said something to me and I answered and that was it. Like the one time, but I don't know his name. I don't know how many children he has. I don't know who the lady is. I don't know nothing about these people, right?
Keep going.
Because they're kind of Trumpers too. I don't have a problem with people if you want to vote for Trump, but he was like, I call him a Trumper humper.
Yeah, because what did you say?
Trumper humpers are people after the election. Like if you can vote for whoever you want to vote for, right? But the fact that one, you don't talk to us, and I'm sorry, my neighbor is a white guy, right?
So man, I knew it.
It's a white guy. I'm my family, we're black.
Yes.
So I call him a Trumper humper because
Trumper humper.
Not because
I've never heard that before.
You want to vote for him, whatever.
Trumper
but
humper.
after the election's over, and you still have your sign up for over a year.
Oh, that was like the guy down the street. Remember?
Yes, there's another Trumper humper on the street, but you become a Trumper humper. Because the election is way over and you still got your sign up. So he's a Trumper humper, right? So the guy, he's up at his house. I don't even see him when I pull up because my brother's got a car and I park behind his car on the street. So I see this man he like standing there yelling, like, and my music's going. So I'm like, well, I'm looking.
Why is that guy yelling?
I look across the street at the neighbor's house. I'm like, is Sue? And I forgot her name.
Yeah,
but is she over there?
Who's he talking to?
I look over there and I'm like, well, I don't see her and her husband over there. So I don't know who. So I look in front of my brother's car. I'm like, kind of looking up a little bit, like, is someone in front of the car who he's talking to? And I'm like, oh wait, he's talking to me. And I'm going to my dad's.
Damn it.
To take my dad his groceries. I went to Costco. I'm giving him my dad his groceries. So I open the trunk, I get out the car, and I just go inside. I see this, like he's talking or something. So I go back out to make sure I didn't have anything left in the trunk. And then he's still saying something. The first time I went in, he said something to me about the thing. And I was like, whatever. And I just kept walking. I just ignored him. So then I go back outside and then he says something and I it looked like he's recording me or something. And I said to him, I said, not today. I said, don't mess with me. I'm like, he's over at his house. I'm at my dad's house. We separate. I did not walk up to him. And thank God he did not walk up to me. Right?
You said not today?
I said not today. I said, don't mess with me, man. Because he's talking about, you ran the stop sign and there's kids out here. And I was like, whatever, dude. So then I go back in the house and tell my dad his neighbor is cray-cray. And then I come back out to leave. So as I'm leaving, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drive past this dude. Because it looks like he's filming me in my car. And I'm like, why is he filming my car? Like, what is wrong with this dude? So as I drive by, I stop. Because I see he is recording me. Because he turns over with his camera facing me now as I'm driving by. So, oh, hell, now he's going to stop. Because I already told you once, don't mess with me, leave me alone, and you're gonna do all this. Man. So I put my window down. I'm thankful for the situation that I did not get out of the car, that I was not outside of the car when he and I, because I don't know what about this man. I don't know if it's because he's a Trumper humper, whatever. He triggered me. I mean, I was triggered, and so I'm talking to him. He's telling me I shouldn't be, and I shouldn't be. I ran the stop sign, and I'm this and I'm that, and I said, look, why don't you mind your business? I said, what do I have to do with you? I said, you need to mind your business and go back in your lane, stay in your lane and leave me alone. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with you.
Oh boy.
And he's just yelling at me to the point where my dad comes outside. My dad's 90 years old. My dad comes out and he's like looking like, what's going on? And he's behind me at this point because he's at his house.
Yeah.
But he's looking. And I'm like, oh crap, if my dad, I'm like, how did he know to come outside? Like, so he ended up.
You heard all the yelling.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, because I did not, I could see if I was speeding down the road. I could see if I zoom straight through the stop sign into my dad's driveway. I had to make a U-turn. How fast can I go making a freaking U-turn? And that little old street.
No, I know what you're saying.
Right. And he's acting like I've just committed this carnal sin of how God forbid that I dare run the stop sign.
I think the guy must have had a fight with his wife and he was in a bad mood anyway. And that's what happened, man. You just caught him on a bad day.
Well, he caught me on a bad day. His A triggered me. I was ready to fight. I was like, I know this dude ain't talking to me. That's why I told him, I was like, I know you're not talking to me. And you better mind your business.
Typical black person answer. I know you're not talking to me.
Because he was yelling and carrying on, right? So, let me wrap my story up. So anyway, after he yells, his wife finally says, hey, you need to go inside. So he goes inside, and I back my car up to meet my dad, and she stopped. She was like, I want to apologize for him. I'm sorry. And I was like, look, I don't normally get this mad, but he has triggered me today, and I don't know why he's messing with me. And she's like, I have to live with him. So just imagine. And then she told me about, you want him? I was like, nah, girl, you got to keep that. I don't want nothing to do with that dude.
Now, that tells me right there that the lady is cool.
Well, yeah, because I'd be mad too if he came at me like that. Because he was crazy.
Yeah, so obviously the lady's like, what is my husband doing acting like an ass?
Right, she said he was an ass.
Yeah, because obviously the lady has no problem with you or anybody else.
I guess I paused at the stop sign, but I did not,
But even then, the fact is the way she reacted to you, she has no problem with you. She has no problem with you at all.
She was fine.
That's what I'm saying. It's the guy.
Yes.
He has some type of issue.
Like, I mean, all he had to do.
Is he a racist?
Well, I called him a racist at one point, but I don't know if he heard me. I'm like, I said you're a racist ass self. But I don't know if he was racist.
Well, he could be a racist. It doesn't. There are many people that are married are racist, and they're not racist. But
well, right. I don't know. He got some kind of problem.
Racist tendencies, maybe.
I think he got some tendencies because he's never spoken to my family.
Yeah, well,
ever.
Yeah, and I know when he sees your big ass brother that he ain't never gonna say nothing to him.
Well, usually when you move in a neighborhood, you at least give a wave, right?
Yeah,
all of our neighbors wave,
or a head nod or something.
Right. You acknowledge. He don't do that. So, but anyway. So I back up, I go, and I'm talking to my dad, telling him how crazy the dude was and telling him what was going on or whatever.
Oh, my God.
And then the guy comes back outside.
What did he say? What did he say when he got outside?
And then he walks up to my car and he goes, I want to apologize for my actions.
I bet you his wife bitched at him.
No, she never went in. She never went in after him.
Oh, really?
He went in by himself.
And then he came back and said, I want to apologize. What happened between?
I think what happened is he went inside, realized you're being an asshole, realized I have a big ass black brother next door, and you just cussed out his sister.
Everybody.
Or he didn't cuss at me. He yelled at me.
Natalie's brother is like 6'3", 6'4", almost 300 pounds.
He's over 300 pounds
and,
as well.
And when you see him, it's straight intimidation. Like when he goes into a room anywhere, people just look at him. I mean, he's straight intimidation. Like nobody wants to mess with this dude.
And his voice is very deep.
I mean, nobody, everywhere he goes, no one messes with this dude. So I think he thought about it for a second, and then he comes outside and was like, I'm going to get my ass beat by this dude.
I think that's what happened. Personally, I think that's what happened. I think he went inside.
I think so. He thought about
realized, it. Yeah. So then he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I overreacted."
Your brother's
he's like, "Well, someone got hit by a car." I said, "Well, if the dude had come up to me and just said, hey, I saw you kind of driving a little fast. Someone got hit by the car the other day. Can you make sure you stop at the stop sign?"
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole nother conversation.
And you know what? That's a whole different reaction by you. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm going to make sure I'm aware of that next time. Yeah.
Right.
Approach.
But he came out yelling, like literally frantically yelling. And when I couldn't hear him, he just yelling. And then so now he comes into my car. He's apologizing profusely.
That's
and he extends his hand. And he's like,
ass.
He puts his hand out. He's like, I'm very sorry for that. I shouldn't have acted that way.
He knew that ass kicking was coming, son.
Only because my neighbor, only because my dad lives next door. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna let this go. I shook his hand. I said, no problem.
I'm gonna let it go.
And I let it go.
Because he's like, please don't tell your brother.
I told my brother about it, but I told him don't say nothing to that dude. I said, don't say anything.
Oh, and what did he say? He goes, he's lucky I didn't say anything because I was gonna tear his ass up. That's what he said when he came over.
Well, yeah, I told him. I said, don't go over there and say anything. He's like, what do you mean he spoke to you? I'm like,
oh no.
I said, I handled it. Don't worry about it.
You should have never told him anything at all. Just keep it down because your brother's going to want to go over there and say something. And your brother's going to jail if the cops come. He's going to jail. Yeah. The neighbor ain't going to jail. Right. Your brother's going to jail because he looks straight. If I'm a cop and I see your brother, I'm shooting because I'm like, oh, hell no.
My brother's like one of those dudes in jail. Like the movies stereotypes, the big black dude in jail.
With a bald head. Yeah, that's what he looks like. So I'm like, if I'm a cop, I'm like, you're in hell no, you're going to jail.
But yeah, so that's how that went. But man, I have not been that angry in a long time.
Maybe you just need to get the anger out.
Maybe. And that guy, he just triggered me.
He forced the demon out of you.
He triggered me so bad because I was like, I was like yelling at him, like, I know you're not talking to me. You better back up. I said various different things to him.
Wow.
Because I was just like, this ain't happening today.
I wish I was there.
I was like, if you want to stereotype me in that moment, I was a stereotype because I was like, I am not here to play with you.
I know you're not talking to me.
Right. And I told him, you better mind your business. Like, go worry about yourself. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You don't. And I told him, I said, you don't even know me. I said, who are you to tell me what to do? You don't know me.
Yeah.
I said, you don't even know my name.
I agree.
Right. And then when he came over, because I have a nice car now. So when he's talking to me, and then I got to wrap it up, but my story's way too long. But anyway,
it is.
So when he's talking to me, apologizing, he goes, yeah, I know you're not looking for any trouble because, you're in this nice car.
Now, why did he mention that? I don't know. Why did he mention your car? The car should have nothing to do with the conversation. He said that on purpose. He judged you by the car you drove and who you were before even knowing who you were. He don't know you.
Maybe he don't know me because he spoke to me one time.
He thought you were some Snoopy B driving this nice car.
No, he probably thought he could talk to me any old way, and I wasn't going to say nothing.
Of course he did. That's why.
Because I'm in a nicer car. I'm not going to come at you. I'm coming at you regardless.
That's exactly what he thought. People do this to people all the time in life. They try people. Oh, I can try them.
Yes.
And if you don't stand up for yourself, people are going to just walk all over you. Right. This happens all the time.
Oh yeah, I have to tell him. I have to put him in his place.
That's what we have to tell our kids. Don't let people do stuff to you, man. Stand up for yourself. Do not let people do stuff because it's a life lesson.
Oh yeah, because me and him. I mean, thank God I was in my car because it might have been a rumble. Like if he had come up in my face or he had done anything.
I'm telling you right now.
It would have been on. I don't care if you're a dude,
if it was me,
woman,
if it
child,
was me that did the same thing in
moment.
your car and I stepped out of that car, he wouldn't have said nothing to me. He would have just looked. He might have just talked to me, but he wouldn't have talked to me like how he talked to you. That's what I'm saying. People, because people look at how people look and they're like, oh, that's a big dude. I'm not going to say. They do
right. They do size
instinctively,
you up. Size you up. Yeah.
And they size you up. So if you look a certain way, they ain't going to say nothing to you. They'll just keep it quiet under their breath, or they may come and talk to you real nice.
He had talked to me like I was somebody, but don't come at me like you can just talk to me any old way. You don't even know. That's the thing. You don't even know.
Yeah, he thought you weren't going to say nothing. That's why he said that.
Oh shoot. Now he know better. Don't mess with Natalie. Don't mess with Natalie because I am not playing with you.
Tear that ass up.
Yeah, I was ready to fight. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway.
Well, that was fun.
I appreciate y'all listening to my story because it took me like an hour to calm down after it happened.
I think it took you more than an hour because you called
my friend. Yes.
You called your friend and talked to her. Then you got you riled up. It's almost like the anger gave you energy to go on and just talk and talk and talk. More talking.
Yes.
Damn.
I was right. My adrenaline was on 1,000.
Oh God, she wouldn't stop talking. Stop talking, Natalie.
I went from 0 to 1,000. Like, oh man, if that had actually been a fight, I would have been like,
yeah, he wouldn't have fought you.
Infinite.
I couldn't imagine you fighting that dude.
I'll probably just kick him in the nuts. Yeah, that's about all. I wouldn't be doing nothing.
Yeah, just kick him in the nuts and then run and then leave. That's all you can do.
But I wouldn't. My mom always said never hit somebody first, so I'd never throw the first blow. But if he had come in my face and I felt threatened,
nut shot,
something would have been going down.
Yeah, nut shot. Well, that was fun.
But so for today, we're supposed to be talking about some money stuff.
Well, let's go with your 5 minutes a pound first.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes, because you're talking so damn long. Let's go to 5 minutes a pound. Tell everybody about how you're doing with that. Hurry up.
Well, I started taking the medicine.
Well, oh yes, Natalie said she was the last podcast. You were supposed to tell everybody an update. Yes. You're going to start taking the medicine for your brain. I did take the medicine. Natalie started taking this brain medicine.
It's not medicine. It's just antidepressant.
Antidepressant medicine. Yes,
which I never thought I'd ever take in my entire life.
Yes,
but I did.
Is it working?
I don't even know. Let me tell you, I felt like crap for weeks, and so only till Thursday, I felt better, which was weird.
Well, no, it says on the package it takes a while.
I know, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, and that's what it says on the package. That's what it says.
No, it says 6 to 8 weeks.
So, Natalie, I don't know why you expect... Why do you expect things to work so fast? I don't understand.
If I'm taking pills, they're supposed to just work.
No.
They're supposed to have to work up to them.
No, because your body has to absorb and has to go through your bloodstream. Then it has to change the chemistry in your brain a little bit. It takes time for all that to happen. All hormones,
I ain't staying on that stuff for long anyway.
Yeah, don't stay on that too long.
I don't
want you to stab me.
Come to find out, before I got on the pills, I took a neurotransmitter test, which basically tests all your brain chemicals, your serotonin, your dopamine, your GABA, and some other ones, right? So I got the results back last week.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
my brain's jacked up.
I knew you were crazy.
I was. No, I'm super low on serotonin.
I love you.
Which is your joy, and is your joy. So and your emotion. That's why I don't get excited about nothing.
I've noticed that too. I mean, it takes a lot for you to really, even when we go out. I'm like, man, she's just blah. I mean, I'm just like,
I don't get excited about nothing.
I'm just out. You're just like, I'm like, what the heck, man? I mean, what's going on here? I mean, it
takes a lot to get me excited about.
But how do you increase those levels? I mean, how does that work? I don't even know.
What the natural doctor said, they can give me medicines for those things.
Oh, like natural.
But I can't take them while I'm on the antidepressants.
Oh yeah, of course not, because
that's too much brain.
Yeah, you can't do that at once. Yeah, you have to be on one or the other.
Right. So the antidepressant medicine does help with those chemicals as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, we'll see how it goes. But I finally did feel better the other day, and now I'm training for my couch to 5K.
Maybe that's why you got up and started. You're doing the stuff now because you do feel a little better.
I've been like, Jesus, Lord, please help me to feel better.
Help my brain, Jesus.
I do, because I've been just
me.
I've been just blessed.
What does the Bible say about our brains?
I don't know.
I need to go back and read it because that's why I find the Bible fascinating, because all these things that happen in our lives, all these medical things and health issues, the Bible can't really explain all that at times.
No,
No,
it doesn't. I ain't never seen anything.
Well, no,
I haven't read the whole Bible.
Well, that's what I'm saying is people have to realize you have to use, sometimes there's a thing called common sense. I'm sorry.
Not everybody understands that when they relate to the Bible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm started to train from my couch to 5K, and I did that this morning, which wasn't as hard.
Yeah.
I'm on week 1, and that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to jog because I haven't jogged in years. But I did that, and then my scale went down. I don't know if it's the pills. I stopped eating. Oh, sorry. After my $2,000 dental bill, I've stopped eating candy.
Natalie, tell them what you did. Tell them what you did that you said you weren't going to do after this. What did you said you weren't going to eat candy, and then you kept eating candy. Remember? You said you weren't going to eat gummies.
But by then I had been eating gummy candy for months.
Natalie, how much did it cost you to eat the gummy candy? What did it cost you?
Well, unfortunately, my Dollar General dollar pack of Haribo cherries. It's like a star fruit mix pack.
I told her to stop this.
Haribo gummies are like the best. Okay, is it Haribo? Is that the name?
Haribo.
Yeah, Haribo.
I told you.
Those are like the best. So I would buy. They're only $1. That's where it got me, because I knew they were $1, and I went to Dollar General and I get a whole bag of candy for $1. Mm-hmm. So I get this bag of candy, and I would eat out all the cherries, all the green gummy bears, mm-hmm. and there's a couple of like some rings or whatever were in there, and then I give the rest to Samuel. Mm-hmm. But then I guess I wasn't flossing enough, mm-hmm. and I got a cavity in my tooth, and it cost me $2,000 because I had 2 cavities. And I had to get a crown. Mm-hmm. So I'm over candy. I have not had candy in about...
I don't even feel sorry for you at all. Not in the least. I told you to stop that a long time ago. Stop. Well, now you get $2,000. We could use that to go on vacation somewhere.
I know. It's sad. But yeah, so I'm done with the candy. We're so off of our show from today.
I don't give a damn. Our show's about whatever. So let's go into the show now.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at. So 5 minutes a pound. I've lost some weight. I've lost about 6 pounds. I thought the scale was wrong.
Natalie yells at me this morning.
The scale is wrong.
Come in here. And I thought it was an emergency. I run to the bathroom, and she's like, I'm like, yeah. She goes, come step on the scale. I'm like, what the hell is this? I step on the scale. I'm like, the scale is right. You sure? I'm like, yes, the scale's right.
It don't make sense, because I lost a whole bunch of weight in like a few days.
Oh, I know why. Because I haven't been here.
What's that got to do with you being here?
Me stressing you out, you eating more. Maybe it's me not being here. I bet you it is.
I haven't
Let me try taking more vacations away from you. Maybe that'll work.
No, but I haven't been eating. I've been eating better because I know I got the cavity, and I know I want to lose weight.
That could be it. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird other symptoms and stuff. So
and use more protein shakes too in the morning.
Well, I drink those because I'm rushing to get out. I got things to do.
But I bet you that helps. That does help with the weight loss. Also.
Okay, but I swear that scale's wrong because I have it in the same spot all the time, so I know it's accurate. But I had to move it from that spot, and I moved it to somewhere else.
Natalie, it's still concrete where you're moving it. It's not going to change.
No, it has sometimes. So I've had to.
What the hell are you talking about?
I've put it in different places, and I get a different reading.
That means the scale sucks.
Well, because the floor is not that level, so I have to make sure I find the most level point on the floor, and that's where I have the same spot.
Gotcha.
Or I weigh it, keep it at the same place, so I have the same weight measurement because it's the same position.
Gotcha.
Right, so I have to keep it all relative.
5 minutes a pound.
Yes, but that's where I'm at.
All right.
Making progress.
Damn, well, keep going.
As my friend always says, watch for me.
Who's that?
This other girl, she says that.
Watch for me?
Yeah.
That's her thing?
She says that when she's making changes. Watch for me.
Oh, okay.
So watch for me because I'm about to make some changes with this weight thing. I'm ready.
Well, let's go on to our show topic, money.
Yeah.
What about money? We're going to talk
about money. We're talking about
money.
How should you divide your income? Whether you're cohabitating, married, whatever. When you share with somebody and you have 2 incomes, how do you divvy up that money?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Well, we used to, but before we had children, we had his, hers, and ours.
Yes.
So we had a joint checking account that we both put money in
Correct.
For all of our bills.
All the bills.
And then we had each of our own savings accounts and checking accounts personally that were our own.
Yes.
And we did that because we both said, well, if I want to do anything with my money, I don't want the other person to be able to tell me I can't. So if I want to give my mom $100, I don't want the other person to be able to tell me that I can't.
Correct.
So that's why we did it that way. And it worked that way for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah.
And we stuck with that until we had kids and I stayed home.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
I don't remember.
That's why things changed, because I stayed home for 9 months at one point after we had Samuel. I stayed home.
I don't remember us changing the account, but I guess you're right.
We do, because that's why things are a little bit different. And we didn't have as much money, so we had to we divvied things. We only had one income, so we couldn't divvy up for each of us anymore because there was just one income.
Yeah.
So now, kind of back then, what we did was we used the Susie Orman method when we were his, hers, ours with two incomes. We did the Susie Orman method for breaking down. So if you have two people and you both make two different incomes, you should not split your bills in half.
No,
because the person who has a lesser income actually has way less to spend every month, has less discretionary money.
Of course.
So we used back then the Susie Orman method. So the Susie Orman method is, say, Ian, you made $7,000 a month and I made $3,000 a month, right? So we had a total income of $10,000,
correct,
right?
Correct.
And then say our expenses together were $3,000. So if you take our income combined, divide that by the amount of expenses, so 10,000 divided by 3,000 is like 30%.
Yes.
Okay, you divide it out, you get it's like 30%. So once you do that, then you take, each person has to put in 30% of their income. So,
which makes sense.
Right. So if you have $3,000, right, your 30% is $900. And if you make $7,000, your 30% is what? $2,100. Right. So it's comparative. So you both end up having close to the same amount of discretionary income.
Yeah.
Because if you have one person who makes tons of money, this person makes tons of money and you live in a nice house and they want to live in a nicer house and your expenses are high. Yeah, and you with only $3,000 and they're making, $15,000.
Yeah, there's no way that $3,000 can even do anything.
Right. You can't keep up.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So, so that's the way we did it for a long time, was using that Susie Orman
method. I don't remember that, but I guess you're right.
I did it because I'm the numbers person in the
you
relationship.
Must be.
So yes, I found that method and that's what we used because I think I don't know, we were made close to each other. I think I made a little bit more than you.
Yeah.
Not much, but
at the time.
Just to keep it fair.
Yeah.
So that way, anytime you wanted to give your mom money or your family money or whatever you wanted to do, go buy stupid crap with your money, then you could do that and I wouldn't have anything to say about it because that was yours and I had mine that I put away. So, but once we had kids, then we kind of switched to, what was it? One income. So we just paid. And then we both stopped saving. Our savings account, his, hers, and ours, our own savings accounts, we didn't do much because we didn't have much to
we didn't have much to save for a couple of years.
We had daycare.
We had daycare God. For all you parents who have young kids, I feel sorry for you, man. You're dying. I know you are.
Because even when they were home, I still had a little bit. I paid for Noah to go to daycare because part-time. He couldn't go. He couldn't stay home with me all day.
Oh, man. Daycare is a racket, man.
Right.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, so there was a story the other day I saw about this couple, and the husband and the wife, they both work. He found out that she had an account that he didn't know about, that she was saving money because her mom told her always have your own.
Yeah.
Which I agree. As a woman, you should always make sure you got some.
Yeah, you can't trust nobody. I agree.
No, I would never.
I agree with that 100%. Always have something.
Right, but you shouldn't. I don't think you should have it as a secret.
No, just tell them, hey, this is my account to save, and for whatever happens, and just tell the spouse, this is not. This is just my. I put a little bit at a time in there, and that's just for.
But he felt betrayed.
He's a little bitch, that's why.
Because
he is. Men that
she
do that.
had the money and did not tell him about the money. And she was was hiding the money. Yeah, she put it away.
She probably shouldn't have hid it. She would have disclosed it up front.
But I guess maybe he may have opposed her too, because look how he's acting about the money after the fact.
You should have. It's family money.
But I definitely think women should have her own money, even if you're a stay-at-home mom.
Oh yes.
Especially if you're a stay-at-home mom. You need to be finding a way to put something to the side.
You can't trust your spouses, man. You just better save that money because you always think life's all good. Next thing you know, cheat. Gone.
Right.
Money gone.
Whether you're a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home
Can't trust these dudes.
You need to be putting, if you're handling the finances, you need to be putting a little bit of money away for yourself.
No, I agree.
Just in case of anything.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Yeah, people just high and dry. And they just leave.
Yeah, just left. We've seen people. We know people.
I've heard stories where they just take the money and
gone.
They go and you ain't got nothing.
Empty the bank account and leave.
Right, or they just cut you off. They cut off the credit cards, and then the person has nothing.
Can't do nothing. Yeah,
that's why I always say, me personally,
look out for yourself. Got to do it.
Well, I always said I would never stay home for a long time. I just couldn't put. I'm sorry, Ian. I couldn't put my trust in anyone that much.
Oh, that's fine.
I'd have to work part-time. I
wouldn't put my trust in me either. So.
Okay, but I was like, I have to at least do part-time. That's why I worked part-time for quite a while. But that way I had some kind of money.
But it just goes, that's not even a trust issue. It just shows you have sense. You know what I mean? You have sense to the future and always have a backup. It's always a backup plan. you need to have for your. I call it the life backup plan.
Yeah. I don't know, but some people like that. Like they think it's horrible.
Some people, no, I don't think it's horrible. I think it's a damn good plan.
Well, I don't know, but everyone...
if I leave you and find another woman, guess what? I'm gonna have 10 backup plans or something like that. I don't trust nobody.
So, well, now we kind of do our money because over time I end up handling all the money. So, the other day I put money away every check. I have it automatically goes to my own checking account that I've had forever.
You won't let me put my money away.
You can. I asked you the other day. I said, Ian, are you not putting money away? And you're like, no.
When I worked at the last, you know what it is? When I worked at the last job, it was much easier because we could put in more accounts. So
your direct deposit.
Yeah, the direct. Now we don't have that many choices, but the last job I had like 5 or 6 choices, so I just did it automatically.
Well, you could do 5 different banks, or you could do multiple different things.
Yeah, this one now I don't have that many choices.
Just one direct deposit.
Yeah, so I have to manually do stuff. It's a little bit harder, but I may go back since I don't have a 401k yet. I may go back and do something. I need to.
Yeah, but I just do it.
I do need to.
Mine goes into one account, and then I have an auto withdrawal every week.
I need to. You know what? I need to go back and do something. Do it again.
Lucky I'm looking out for you, Ian, because I said, Ian, where are you? Because I'm like, hey, I got this money. I'm about to put it in my E-Trade. I'm about to do this, and I was like,
ain't got nothing.
I was like, what are you doing, Ian? You're like, I don't have any money.
I ain't got nothing. I make a lot of money. I ain't got nothing.
I said, how much is you guys saved up, Ian? For like your personal by yourself?
Nothing.
I was just like,
I used to have.
Dang, dude.
Well, we paid off a lot, but the last time I had a lot of money, said they paid off bills with it. So I probably need to start doing something like that again.
Yes, Ian. I'm looking out for your best interest because maybe I'm making plans. So you better put your money away.
If you made plans right now, I couldn't even stop them. I couldn't do nothing about it.
You wouldn't even have no money because you don't even know the accounts or nothing. I'm like, dude, you better take care of yourself.
If you left my ass, I'd be like, man, you know what? I'd just move someplace else and just start over. That's all I'd do. The only thing I have is my pension, and that's it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start over and just work as long as I can.
Take all the funds and roll out.
Yeah, man.
You wouldn't know the difference.
I think the only thing I have is my existing 401k in my last job, and that's it. But yeah, you could take everything and just leave. And I'd be like, damn.
I wasn't ready for that. You don't know how to log in. You don't know how to do nothing.
I do know how to log in.
Oh.
That I do know how to do.
Oh, you started doing that again.
I've been logging in for a long time. I'm always looking. I always look. I might not move stuff around, but I always look.
No, because I asked you before. You're like, I don't know how to log. I don't know my login.
I do know my login. I wrote that crap down. Leave me alone.
Now you know it.
I've written it down for a long time. I just don't like doing it because I'm lazy. Okay.
Because our joint account, I've been like, oh, go to the joint account. Yes. I don't know the login.
Well, I got to do it now because I got to Zelle people a lot, so I got to go in there. I have to do it now, so I do it. If I have to do something, I'll do it. So it's just a pain, that's all.
I mean, I guess one thing, though, even though with sharing finances, like one thing I think people should do, and I've tried to get us to do that more, is to talk about the money.
Yeah.
Talk about, like, what the income is, what we're going to do with it, what's the plan, how much we're saving, like, at least every month or at least every quarter.
Yeah, I agree.
Be having discussions.
Even though it's tiresome, you should talk about it.
Right, and a lot of couples have problems with, like, talking about money, or the wife says, or in your case, like the husband says, I don't know where the money goes, and the wife says, I don't know where the money goes. But you should.
I agree.
You should know.
You should know.
Right. You should know something about your family's finances, and that's why I think the more a couple communicates about their finances, it deepens the relationship and it opens up the communication, because communication is everything.
That's a good point.
And most people do split up over money.
Yeah, that's the number one reason why people do break up and divorce.
Divorce is financial reasons.
True. Yeah,
and a lot of it is, if you're not on the same page, that's one of those things. If you're in somebody you're just dating or whatever, make sure you're on the same page financially. Are they spenders? Are you savers? Do they value, do they plan on having a really big house and have all these expenses? And do you want like a small house?
Yep.
All these are different things with money that people don't talk about.
Yeah, I agree.
And so then it becomes
you should talk about it though. Yeah, no,
right.
It becomes a problem when you're in the relationship. Now it's a problem.
Right. And when we weren't talking about money, that's when I ran up the credit cards and I had to get
credit card cheating on Ian.
Yes, we've talked about this already.
That was one of our first seasons we did. I think season 1.
About that. Yes, but
Natalie would just charge
financial infidelity.
Yes, charge her ass off with this credit card. I'm like, how much do you have, Natalie? After she told me, and she didn't even want to tell me what she had, and I'm like, what the heck? Where did this come from?
Right, because we weren't having those discussions.
Natalie,
because
God.
I was handling all the bills.
I was so mad,
and I would feel sometimes
God.
like, I just put this on and I wouldn't pay it, but because I was handling the bills. We never sat down and talked about our money.
No, you're right. You're right. Now we do. Now we do more. I think we're
still not as where I want us to be, but we're better.
But we're getting better, though. I mean, that's all we can hope for, is to keep better and keep improving over time.
So, yes, I do, as much as possible, discuss the money with you. I show you the budget. I show you the spreadsheet. so you know what our expenses are. Because at one point, I said to
food.
Ian, I'm like, Ian, what's our light bill? How much is it? And it was just crickets.
I have it on my phone now, so I can go
says,
check.
No, you were like, I know how much our bills are. Okay, the first one I said light bill. You just it's like how it was. I was dead silence, and you're just looking at me, right? And I was just like, I said, see, you don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get you involved so you do know what's going on, so you know how much the water bill is, the light bill. And I just don't let you pay bills anymore because you just pay them late.
You know what I just realized? With the $2,000 money we pay for your teeth, we could have got a new pool pump. We could have got a brand new pool pump to save us over $2,000 a year from our bill, our electric bill.
Wow.
Thank you, Natalie.
Yeah. That's why I've stopped eating candy.
Damn, I just thought about that. Sorry.
Harbo and I had to break up. I'm sorry, Harbo.
Oh, boy.
I was keeping them in business for a while.
Yeah, you were. I told you to stop doing that stuff. I said, stop doing it. It's not good. Natalie don't listen to you know why I love Natalie? I love Natalie because I tell her stuff and she does whatever the hell she wants. That's why I love her so much because she don't listen to me, and I love her for that.
I listen to her sometimes. I listen to you sometimes.
I love you because you are a great woman, and I'm like, you know what? I like her because you just do what the hell you want.
I listen to you sometimes. It depends on what it is.
Sometimes.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Most of the time, you just do what you want, and I love you for that. You know what I mean? You don't make a big deal about stuff. You just do what you want to do.
Well, I appreciate you not trying to control me.
Well, the thing is, even when I told you about the New Orleans trip, you were cool about it. I was like, you didn't make a big deal about it, and I said, I wish you were here with me because I know if you were here with me in New Orleans, we'd been out together having fun at the place. That's what I'm saying because I don't want anybody like that different in my life. Like, if I get another woman, I don't know if they're going to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it's going to be different.
The thing is, you allow me to be free. And I think most people just want to be free in a relationship, free to have fun and, just go out and enjoy life. And you give me that, so thank you.
Okay.
Well, don't die or get hurt.
No problem.
Or nothing like that, please.
Well, yeah, so we'll have to keep working together on the money stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so now, like I said, we still have his, hers, ours.
Yeah, we still have it, but it's a little different now.
Yeah, now we have all the money goes in. Pretty much all of our incomes go in and to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And then we have it all, and then it comes out.
But it's split up pretty good though. We pay the bills, and then some goes to savings, and then
yes.
I think it's easier now, but it's different. I don't know how to
we're much more combined.
Yeah.
Than before.
Well, I'm making more money now than I was like 10 years ago. So now we can actually pay stuff with the money that comes in.
Yeah. So it's not so much. I don't know. Like now, before it was we had that rule for a while. If it's over $100, we had to talk about it first.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really have that anymore,
dude.
Because you get stuff coming to the house every other day.
This is what happens when you end up getting more money in your jobs as you get older. The things that used to cost like $100 before, you're like, oh man, I got to think about this. I can't. When you start making more money, you just buy it. You don't even think about it anymore because you have the money to. And the thing is, we can actually afford it, but I can see how people can get caught if you're not careful and really watch. I mean, I buy stuff, but I don't buy a ton of stuff. I mean,
neither of us buy a lot of things, so we don't really talk about that anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
we just buy what we want.
Yeah, most of the stuff I buy are car parts to fix up my car.
Yes, tons of money on car parts.
But even then, even with all the car parts, we're at a point of our lives where we can still afford expensive stuff.
Well, yeah, but we don't buy anything expensive.
No, we don't. I think that. Remember when we had apartment insurance, and the lady goes, "Well, how much you guys have in your apartment?" Remember? And we're like, I think it was like
$500
worth of insurance. Goes, "Oh, the minimum is $10,000." I'm like, okay, we didn't even have. I don't think we even had $3,000 worth of stuff in our apartment at that time. So I mean,
still don't.
Yeah, we do. Natalie and I aren't really big on acquiring super expensive stuff. We're very practical, I think.
Yeah, that's why I think we don't have to talk about what we spend anymore because we don't buy anything that's exorbitant. And if we do, usually we do, like if we're buying a TV. See, I guess it's kind of implied at this point. We just know that if we're going to get something expensive, we're going to get a TV. You're not just going to roll up in the house with a TV.
Yeah. Well, Natalie's like, like the drawer for the bedroom. You're
yes.
Ian, look at this. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And that's all the conversation was. She goes, here's the price. I'm like, that's fine. And that's it. That's all the conversation was. It wasn't like, we got to save, we got to do it. Because I already know if Natalie wants something that she's done the research on it. And that, it's something that she really wants.
I waited for it to go on sale, so it's $600 off.
Yeah, so once I knew that, I was like, I don't care, man. I mean, that's what happens as you get older and more established in your career is like, what you can and can't afford. Natalie would know if we really couldn't afford something. She'd be like, we're going to hold off on
I
it.
wouldn't. I wouldn't buy it.
But yeah, we're pointing out where most of the stuff we buy, Natalie goes, "Hey Ian, what do you think about this?" And I think the majority of the time I'm like, it's fine. The only time I say no is when I'm like,
Well, no, the other day, I got my watch, my fitness watch.
Natalie. Now everybody, Natalie does very good at her job, and so do I. So Natalie goes, "Ian, I want to get this watch." I'm like, "Oh, it's a nice fitness watch." And she goes, "I'm going to go get the refurb version." And I said, "Natalie, just pay the money for this watch."
It was $300 for a watch.
Everybody,
why am I spending $300 for a watch?
Natalie has paid for stuff more expensive than that watch before.
No.
More. What do you mean no?
What have I paid for?
You paid for stuff before more than that watch. Services.
Like furniture and
we went on
stuff.
vacation and spent a whole bunch of money on our vacation.
That's different.
See, that's my whole point. You don't think about stuff. Oh, we really want to go. You'll spend money on a vacation, not even think about all the money we spend.
What am I doing buying a fitness watch for $300?
But you find value in it. There's value in spending on a fitness watch.
Nah, bro.
Natalie wanted to spend $75 on a used watch at one point. I'm like, Natalie, just.
Yeah, but compared to $300.
But what happened? You bought that refurb watch. What happened?
I bought the refurb watch, and it did the darn thing didn't even work.
Mm-hmm.
It
didn't even charge.
Nah, man. I had to send it back
She
to
was
Amazon.
bitching and complaining that this watch don't work, and I told her from day one, just spend the money, Natalie. It's not a big deal. It's not like
I didn't want to spend the money because I had ran up a bunch of credit card stuff with my teeth. And
yeah,
other things.
but we knew we were going to pay that off. We had the money to pay that off. Just get the watch. Get the watch. And finally, Natalie's like, "Yes, Ian."
No, I got the watch, but how did I get the watch?
Yeah, it was very smart. You used points to get the watch.
Points.
It was very smart.
I know I don't get the best amount of value for the points, my credit card points.
Yeah.
I know I don't get the, like, if for airlines and other things, you get, one
you get
for
more,
one.
yeah.
Right. But I know I was less, but I didn't have to come out of my pocket.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was like, I'm not spending $200. Like, this is money I've already spent, right? And it's
Yeah,
just to
you
give
already
it back
spent
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
So I used the points and I did buy the watch, but it was on sale and I got it for $239.
No, and now she uses it all the time. It's actually a really
part
good
of
watch.
my plan. It's part of my fitness plan.
Yes.
I need the watch.
I'm proud of you.
So I can have an interval timer, and also I can track like my steps and all those things. So if I'm seeing it, then it makes me more conscientious, and I want to be like, I got to get my steps, or I got to do this.
Okay.
So that's why the watch is a part of my whole plan of my fitness and weight loss and better health plan.
Good.
So, but I was hoping to just spend less, but that's okay. But the points covered it, so I was good. But if I didn't have those points, I would not have put out the cash.
Oh my God, so cheap. I understand. I thought I was cheap, but Natalie's turning to be cheap me. I used to be very cheap when I was younger. Now I'm not as cheap, but boy, she's.
It depends on what it is. So, like if I go on vacation, I'm on vacation.
You know what it is?
Whatever you want, we're buying it. If I'm on vacation.
You know what it is? I think you and I we don't care about stuff.
No, I don't need a lot of stuff.
Nellie and I don't have a lot of stuff in our lives. We just have
I don't
things,
like knickknacks.
but we don't have super expensive shoes.
Oh, no, I do.
What?
I had to start buying expensive sneakers because the doctor said my feet.
I'm talking about shoes, like dress shoes and stuff like that.
Oh, no, I spend money on shoes.
Oh, really?
When I used to wear shoes.
Forget what the hell I just said. So I guess Natalie has expensive-ass dress shoes.
I have expensive taste, but I just know if I have to go buy something, 9 out of 10 times, the thing that I really want and I go pick it out without looking at the price, it's the more expensive thing.
Yeah, and I have to admit, since my sister-in-law in Texas has brought me these one pair of shoes, I think almost 10 years ago, I've actually spent expensive amounts of money on shoes.
See, you're super cheap too.
No. I admit it.
You were the worst.
Before this, I was very cheap, and then I tried on these shoes, and it must have changed my life. I've never bought cheap shoes, dress shoes. I've never bought cheap dress shoes again. I've always spent, because it makes a difference on your feet feel when you're walking around with it.
Like that's why I'll buy shoes.
Like cheap shoes, you're like, oh, my feet hurt. If you buy expensive, nice shoes, your feet don't hurt. And I'm like, you know what? And so when I go to the store now, I don't even think about it. If I want the shoe and it looks nice, I just spend the money.
Yeah, if something's leather,
it's worth it.
I've spent over $100-something.
Yeah.
This is years ago on a shoe that's leather because it'll last a while.
Yeah,
it'll last.
And I still have the shoe today
I
bought.
You can go take it to the shoe store and get it redone.
I can get it resold. I have the shoe today in my closet, still there, and I wear it every now and then. I'm like, you know what? That was the best thing I've ever done. Yeah. People are right. Things are more expensive. They usually are better quality.
Yes, you have to be conscious of what you're buying.
You be
knowing the product and the brand name or whatever. If it's quality. But
yes. Yeah. But it took me a while to realize that because I was always been cheap because I didn't have any money when I grew up as a kid. Our parents were poor and broke, so I was always scared of not having enough. But now I realize I have it. So if I want, like, I'm gonna buy it. Look at this watch that I bought it. Remember the watch?
Your watch wasn't that expensive, but yes. But the thing about it is, you've always looked as far as like money to say, oh, I don't want to spend that. But I'm to a point now in life where if I want something and I really want it, and it's not like some crazy exorbitant amount of money, and I know I'll keep it for a long time, I'm gonna buy it.
There's value in it. Yeah.
Like, is it gonna give me joy? I'm gonna buy it. Like, even like my car, it took me a lot to get to my car.
It did. And you doubted yourself.
But every time I look at it, I say it does bring me joy. I look at it, and I'm like, oh, I love this car.
Yeah,
I walk up to it and I look at my car and I admire my car.
And that's exactly why you bought it, for that reason.
Well, yes,
you see it every day and you're
joy.
like, oh, this is a nice car.
It brings me joy.
Yes, and just right there, it was worth buying the car.
Right. So the other day, and since we're off topic a little bit, but it's about money. But the other day, a friend of ours said on his Facebook, he's like, I needed a pair of shorts and they were $50 and I didn't want to buy the shorts. Now, this dude does not buy shorts every day and he's not spending a lot of money. I said to him, hey man, why, if you know you're doing well in life, why would you not buy those shorts? If you know those shorts make you feel better, they make you look better, why not spend the money? Because you know you're not buying shorts every day.
Yeah. You
know you're going to keep those shorts. I said, I know you. Those shorts are going to be in your closet for like the next 10 years.
I thought I was cheap.
Right? And then he was like, you know what? You're right. I said, yeah.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
I didn't know he responded that way.
Yeah, he did. He responded because he was like, yeah, because I have the money to buy. Like, he thought about it. And
once he thought about it, then he realized, oh, I do have the money. I can.
Right. It's not like you're buying $200 shorts.
Correct.
Right? You're paying $50 for shorts.
Yeah.
When you make a good living,
yes.
you don't worry about you have money in the bank. You're not check to check.
Correct.
Right? You're not living in a check to check lifestyle. So why would you not buy the shorts, even though they're a little bit more money, better quality? Because now you bought the cheap shorts, you probably have to buy another pair in a year and a half or two.
Yeah.
You bought the good shorts, you'd have them a lot longer. You could wash them over and over.
That's true.
And so he realized, I'm like, yeah, man, you work hard for what you have. So when you want something and it's not exorbitant and you know you can afford it, get it. Mm-hmm. That's where my mindset is.
No, it's true. I think if most people had thought that way, their finances would be in a better place. If you can afford it,
right.
That's the question. That it is. If you can afford it, then go ahead and get it. Most people, what they do is they just buy it because they want it, knowing they can't afford it.
Right. But here's the thing. This is the thing. Well, my niece came over the other day, and I talked to her about her money, and I helped her with a budget. And I told her, I told her that she's one check from homeless. And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, think about it. If you don't get your next check, can you pay your rent? No. I said, yeah, so you're one check from homeless, right? So I put her on to this Susie Orman. I mean, I don't watch it very often, but Susie Orman's pretty good. I don't agree with everything she says.
Susie Orman.
But Susie Orman has, we went on YouTube, and I made her watch this. I said, I want you to watch this and understand. I said, she has a segment called Can I Afford It? And people call in and they say, okay, Susie, she gives them how much they make a month.
Oh, yeah, I remember this segment, yeah.
Because you think you can afford things because you make payments, you can afford things. No, a lot of times you can't.
Correct.
So people would call in about a laptop, a car.
Oh, yeah, I remember this segment
boat,
on our show. Yeah.
An Apple Watch. I mean, they would call in various different things. So I had my niece, I told her to watch this. So then you can know what you really can afford and what you can't. Because my niece told me she got an Apple Watch. And I was like,
I remember this. I was like, how the hell you get an Apple Watch and I don't have an Apple Watch?
I said, why you got an Apple? I said, you can't afford an Apple Watch.
No.
You got an Apple. Well, I make the payments. No.
She couldn't afford it.
You can't afford it. I said, when you break it down, you can't afford
she couldn't
this
afford
watch.
It.
But she was stuck with it.
Yeah. I remember this. I remember this conversation.
She was stuck with this watch.
Because I was like, how the hell did you get an Apple Watch and I don't have an Apple Watch?
Right.
What the heck?
Yeah, these kids driving nicer cars than me. Now I have a nicer car. But before, I was driving a 2009.
That's right.
It was in when did I get that car? I got my car last year. So in 2021, I was driving a 2009 Mazda.
That's right.
Right? But, it drove and it had 150,000, 60,000 miles on it. But it
didn't matter. It drove forever. That's all that matters.
But they rolling in these nicer cars. But I'm like, but can you really afford it?
Nope.
So, yeah, if y'all want to, if you want to know if you can really afford things or start to be able to analyze things in a way, watch that Susie Orman on YouTube. You can just YouTube it. Susie Orman, Can I Afford It? It's like SUZE. But that segment is great for learning about how you spend your money, and we all think we can afford things when we really can't a lot of times. So
you all want to stay broke forever. That's why.
Right. So that segment is like great to teach even young kids about money or teenagers, because it's a segment, and then she has all the money. She breaks it down on the screen, and then they talk about it, and then she tells them why they can't. And so, she'll say denied. That's what she puts on there. Or approved.
I used to love watching that. Most people on that show couldn't afford what they had anyway, but they'd just be on there and talk about it. You can't afford that.
Right. Well, they'd be shocked when she would deny them.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't afford that.
They want a watch, and she would deny them a watch.
Yeah, because once you break down your bills and what you actually take in, you can't afford what you want.
Right.
And the thing is, people just get what they want. That's the problem is they just want it and they get it and they're like, well, the payments. I don't make payments on nothing except my mortgage.
We try to minimize any payments.
Nah, man, I'm not making payments. Those days are done. Forget about that crap. I ain't paying for nothing. That's why the solar guys come to my house. I'm like, don't even waste your time. Just go to the next house. I'm not making no payment, no solar system. Done. Move to the next house.
Right. So that all ties back up with your finances as a couple, with communicating about your finances. Making sure that you're both, if you're splitting the expenses, making sure that it's allocated in a way that's fair for both parties. Like, definitely check out Susie Orman's. Well, Ian will put I'll put a link in the description, the show description, to her little description thing about the way to break down your expenses, shared expenses with each other. But that's my takeaway from this is communicate about your money. Mm-hmm. It may work for you and your person that you guys split everything and you never have any combined money. You each have bills that you pay, and that's fine. Everyone's got to do what works for them. But at the end of the day, you definitely have to communicate about your money together and how you're spending it and how it's allocated, and just have those discussions, even if you have his, hers, and ours, or you have totally two separate accounts. But you should still communicate.
It's true. Yep.
Can only help your relationship.
Yep. Good takeaway, Natalie. Good takeaway. Are we done? We're done. What a show. If you guys want to join the podcast, join us on any streaming format right now. All of them. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spreaker, all of them. Anything where you can listen to streaming platforms, we're on pretty much all of them right now. So please like and subscribe. Follow us on the Facebook. What's our name on Facebook again? I keep forgetting. The Family Mess Podcast. On Facebook. Instagram, The Family Mess Podcast. Also, and we love you guys. Please make our numbers go up. More downloads, please.
Share with your friends.
We want at least, for this show, we want about, I'm going to say 200 downloads. Come on. Let's.
Dang, I don't even know people don't know how bad we are.
Hey, man, we're not bad. We're going to keep it going. We're going to try to make our show number one. I'm going to keep speaking it into existence. So
okay, keep working on it.
We love you guys, and stay tuned. God bless. Bye. Come on, man. You can't. All right, man.
Did you hear that?
That was nasty. Stink.
I want to hear that.
Ending. All right, we're ending because no farting is nasty.
We'll get back to showing some advertisers.
Mess, family mess. That's funny.